to Anime Say. I'm Luke Halliday, and this is episode number 17, I believe. Yes, episode number 17. Today I'm going to be talking about something that has caused quite a lot of arguments in the anime fandom community, whatever you want to call it, and that is Hunter x Hunter 1999 versus Hunter x Hunter 2011. It's kind of a similar situation to when Fullmetal Alchemist and Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood had the whole argument between the fandoms not being able to decide what was better. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's really just... who cares? They're both good, you know? And if they're both good, then it doesn't really matter. But I want to go and compare the differences between both series, Hunter x Hunter 2011 and Hunter x Hunter 99. And we're going to try and get to the bottom of it. Alright, so my holiday say for the week is Hunter x Hunter 99 versus Hunter x Hunter 2011. Alright, no news wire this week, but yeah, we're just going to jump straight into the holiday say. 1999. That was a strange year for anime. A lot of good series came from that, but at the same time, had one really common thing, was that anime art style and artwork was in a transitional phase. A lot of them were still using traditional art, and eventually, like over the next few years, it eventually moved on to more digitized stuff, like in the early to mid 2000s. So Hunter x Hunter 99, one thing you'll notice, it's a very obvious thing when you compare it with 2011, is that 99 has a bit more washed out look, very traditional art, sort of painted, whatever, drawn, you know, hand drawn, everything. So the animation style does look vastly different. And I have seen people who prefer the old style, the old art style, because it's more dark, and that's how they view Hunter x Hunter, because Hunter x Hunter is a very dark series in general. But comparatively, the 2011 series, while it does appear to be more brighter, it does actually emphasize a huge theme in Togashi's original manga, which is don't judge by its cover. So the first few episodes of Hunter x Hunter 2011 is very bright, and it just seems like, you know, just stereotypical shonen. But as it goes on, it becomes gradually darker and darker and darker until you have stuff like this. That was pretty gruesome. And, you know, 1999, it also, like a lot of people say, the censorship issue. Let's look at these two scenes. We've got the 1999 version of the Auction Massacre, and then compare that to the Auction Massacre of Hunter x Hunter 2011. Now, you can pretty much tell which one's much more violent, and a lot of people complain about censorship in 2011, but the censorship is not really an issue anymore. Like, a lot of the stuff in the beginning, personally I think it was more of an issue of trying to feel their way through it and see what they could get away with. Whereas 1999, they kind of went all in too soon with the Killua heart rip, you know, heart crush, and they kind of got dialed back a bit by the end of their run because they really went over the top and got too many complaints, whatever. But, you know, the censorship, that's always going to be something. You're never going to see Hunter x Hunter completely uncensored, completely as gory and violent as the manga. If you want that, go read the manga. You're not going to get it in anime ever, and nothing like that. I mean, you're going to get some episodes that are uncensored, but you're always going to have somewhat censored, because it's impossible to have a long-running series that's that incredibly violent, and it would have to be at late night. It's not going to work. It won't be profitable or successful. But anyways, back to the artwork sort of thing. Like, a lot of people prefer the tone of 99 because it's more dark, you know, washed out, and that's fine. That's great, you know. Dark tone does suit Hunter x Hunter, definitely, but it doesn't mean that the 2011 isn't good itself. Both are good. 2011 does come on a bit too bright at times, especially, like, for example, during the Zoldyck family arc, there's some really bright moments that I didn't think should be bright at all. It's like a dark, so it was a bit strange. But, you know, and I think, like, there's a lot of things different in characterization as well. For example, the character of Gon. And Gon in 1999 is just straight up stereotypical shonen and shonen hero. And Furuhashi, the director, he never really understood where Togashi was going to take Gon's character. And okay, you can't blame him, because at the end of the day, the hiatuses were pushing things all out of whack, and they have to add in fillers, whatever. We'll get to fillers in a sec. Anyways, 1999 characterized Gon as pretty much a stereotypical happy boy, you know, little kid, and he didn't really have any of the same sort of traits as the manga or the 2011 series. The 2011 series, by far, is a much more faithful adaptation in terms of characterization, at least. We have Gon with this inner monster inside of him that is subtly hinted at throughout the series, and yeah, 2011 got that much more spot on, and 1999 had him really conflicted with everything that was happening. Like, in the manga, all this killing goes on around him, but he never once really is too greatly shocked by it, or confronted in a way. And 99, he, most of the time, is crying in a corner or getting, you know, afraid. So, pretty much, you got two different types of characters there, very different. And I have to say 2011 is more faithful in that way, because it's more like the manga. But we've also got Kurapika. Kurapika becomes a tragic heroine, I'll say, because he's portrayed more as a woman in the 99 version than as a male for some reason. You'll get pictures of Kurapika where it looks like he has boobs, like here. Yeah, I think you can kind of tell that Furuhashi had a thing for Kurapika, and at the time it wasn't really widely known that Kurapika was actually a guy, so I think at the beginning of the series, I think that Furuhashi genuinely believed that Kurapika was a girl. But, I don't know, a lot of the things in 99 was the fault of circumstance and not the fault of the people who were actually making it. They weren't at fault because Togashi had went on hiatus and they had to make up a random filler with Illumi fighting Gon and somehow defeating him. Even though he had a broken arm, you know, it's all just a matter of circumstance. They had to do what they were given, and I mean, there's always going to be people out there who are going to prefer 99 series, because that was the first one they watched. That got them interested in Hunter x Hunter. They're always going to prefer that, and you know, that's fine. That's great. But it's undeniable that the 2011 anime is a much more faithful adaptation. Does it mean it's better? No, it doesn't mean it's better. Does it mean it's a better anime? No, it doesn't. At the end of the day, it really comes down to you as a person. What do you prefer? It's like the same with Fullmetal Alchemist, Brotherhood. One's a remake that followed the manga more, and the other one's just, they went off their own paths and thing. Personally, I preferred the first Fullmetal Alchemist. It was much more darker mood, tone, and I liked that. And I liked how it was. I didn't hate Brotherhood. I liked Brotherhood. It was different, but I preferred the first series. And when it comes to Hunter x Hunter, 99 was different, but I prefer something more close to the manga that I clearly love because I got it behind me. So, at the end of the day, like what you like and don't hate. Don't hate each other. It's not hater x hater, it's hunter x hunter. Anyways, let's move on to some tweets of the week. Alright. Last week, I asked you what anime or anime moment had an emotional hit on you. Okay, we got one from Vicky, aka Mick Vic at Surara. She says, Fate Zero, oh god, all my feels. Also, Anohana, Angel Beats, and Madoka. Yeah, Anohana, I definitely have to agree with Anohana. It's very, very much so. Like, Angel Beats as well. Fate Zero, yes. Madoka, that's not good. Alright, next one. Benjamin. When Shinji masturbated. Moving on. Okay, next one. Senkaz at Ayuko_Kaz. Poofed. Anohana. Hashtag enough said. Enough said. And finally, Ultimate Anime King at Nucky D. When Misane died to protect her adopted daughter and the entire world, that made me cry for 6 months literally. Hashtag Witchblade. I've never seen Witchblade, but that sounds absolutely horrible. And not in a bad way, just in a sad way. Oh god. Anyways, now question for this week. I'm going to ask you guys when it comes to a adaptation series, now I'm going to try and summarize this. An adaptation series, do you prefer the remake or do you prefer the original, and why? Let me know in the comments below, send me a tweet. You can follow me on Twitter at LAHoliday, or you can tweet me with the hashtag AnimeSay. Also, I am now announcing that we at AnimeSay and Capsule Computers, whatever you want to call us, we have a Facebook page now. The Facebook page, I'm going to link it below, but it is facebook.com/ccAnimeSay. You can go on the Facebook page, like that, and you can talk with one another about whatever. You can answer the questions of the week, and maybe, just maybe, we can make it not just tweet of the week, we can make it, I don't know, something. I'll think of a new name for it if I have to change. But anyways, that's going to be it from me. Hello, and goodbye. Now I'm just going to spend 3 minutes drinking my Dr. Pepper. Goodbye. Yeah.